The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm. Like, just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Pitt pushing the base. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Thanks to grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Give to the back. Finding an escape route. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great. Base defense making a play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pitt right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Pitt pushing the base.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got a little space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
At the 40, there he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Canes in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's back. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Snap from the gun on third down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. He's out past the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The give from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he wants it all. Got it! Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Reed. Oh, he's got some space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Holstein. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hit right back to the line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that.
And the ball's out there after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The ball pops out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move, it's Lyle. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. On second and goal, he carries again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Trying to punch it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. ball on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Pitt pushing the pace. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job.
He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami, 49, Pitt, 28.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. To throw, it's Holstein. Got the back over the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Pitt right back to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's back. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The toss sweep to the right. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Motion from the back. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball and go have fun. Take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The quarterback takes a knee. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.